To see Dorka just thriving in the W, what's it like?
So I almost started crying when I first saw her play. I can't believe that she's doing so well. I can't believe she started at the next level. It feels like yesterday that we were just playing together, and I'm so proud of her.
Did you guys do anything this week to celebrate Paige being cleared?
Not really. That kind of makes it sound bad. Not really.
That's okay.
And just, what was the, emotion and reaction you saw from her just, to finally get that, to hit that mark of being fully cleared?
Just excitement. I mean, she's been waiting for this moment for so long. So I think the anticipation around it, we're all just so happy and so excited.
What's energy been like in practice with her being fully cleared? And for the most part, I mean, obviously Janet issue is a bummer, but you guys are kind of back to normal a little bit.
The energy's been really good. I think we're all really excited to get here, get this extra time together, start this chemistry going early. We got a lot of new guys, so I think it's been pretty good vibes all around in the gym.
How excited are you for this trip? I mean, I'm sure you've done a lot of trips in your basketball life, but is this one a little different, a flair to it, if you will?
I'm really excited. I've never been to any of these countries, and then I think just going to Nika's home, it's going to be really special.
What has, Nika told you guys about, her hometown?
Well, she always tells us how it's the best country, so I'm excited to get to see if that's really true. But I'm really excited about the food and just to get to see her family. I mean, she's on the phone with them all the time, but none of us have ever gotten, at least I've never gotten to see them in person because I never made it out here for a game. So I'm happy that they get to see her play in person.
How about some objectives for the team collectively? What do you guys want to accomplish when you go out there?
I think right now we're kind of just setting the tone. I mean, like I said, there's a lot of new people or these new pieces that haven't played in a while. So we've got to get that chemistry together, but kind of just setting the tone on how we want to play this season, fast and, discipline, defensively and all that. So setting the tone right now.
When you first started playing basketball, I'm sure you didn't think, I'm going to see the world on the game. But talk about that. And the places you've seen, you've gone, the experiences you had. Do you sometimes sit back and think a lot about that?
I never thought that. And because of USA Basketball, I absolutely love traveling now. And my favorite place that I've been is Latvia, which a place I never thought I'd get to go. But I've been so grateful just to experience these different countries, different cultures, and meet different people. I'm super excited to go see Nika's hometown and Coach raves about Italy all the time, so I'm excited to see that and eat some great food while we're over there too.
Do you know any Croatian or Italian?
I actually don't know any of that. I hear Nika talk and that sounds above my level. It sounds really hard, so I haven't tried.
Not even simple words, yes, thank you, please, anything like that?
Well, I know the words I probably shouldn't know.
Okay, of course, right? No surprise, right?
So I know you've tried to, learn some of the other languages. Are you going to try and pick up, any of others while you're over there?
I think I am. I've heard Nika talk and it just sounds so difficult. So I think I might try Italian, but I don't know about the Croatian. I don't know if I can get that.
You know Paige as well as anyone. Just, through all of this and to see her back out there and the talk, just talk about some of the conversations you guys have had about getting back to this point and how proud of her are you for sticking through this and keeping a positive attitude?
I'm super proud of her. I mean, you guys only really see little bits of it, but she's done so much. She's put in so much this past year, even this past 2 years with all her injuries, with her rehab, her discipline. She's really changed her mindset. She's grown a lot, matured a lot. So I think she's really ready to be back on the floor, as anyone would be, but she's put in so much time, energy, and just so much to be in this position. So I'm glad that it's paying off and she can finally be back out there with us.
When Dana got hurt, what was just your reaction of another injury, and how have you seen her just cope since then?
It was just really heartbreaking. I mean, she's so happy and joyful and positive. So you don't want to see that for anyone, but especially last year getting to know her, it was this little tease having her here early and not getting to actually play with her. So we were all super excited to get to play, and seeing that video on Twitter, it was just heartbreaking. But she's been super positive. I was so surprised to see how good her spirits have been dealing with all this. So I'm really proud of her from that. But I mean, it's every year we're all right, next year's gonna be better, and here we are starting the same way.
So you've played a lot of international basketball before and you probably have learned a lot of things through those experiences. How are some of the ways the international game has shaped your game and your approach to playing?
I've always loved getting to play overseas because they play very different. Each country plays different. I feel like they're much more physical, as you can also see that with Mika. But, you know, some teams, like, I remember playing, like, some of the Asian countries are just so much faster. Some of the other countries, they played slower. And so I think that will be a good test for us early, just to kind of see how we're doing, everything that we started doing this past week, how we can apply that, like, how quickly are we getting things. So it'll be good to see.
So in some of the videos that were posted online, you guys were playing with, like an international basketball. Like, have you guys been preparing for that in practice?
Mm-hmm. So this week we've been practicing with the FIBA ball, and it definitely is an adjustment. So I'm really glad that we're getting to adjust early, not just when we get over there.
How's your shot with that thing?
Well, it's good. Everyone's shot's looking good, so I like this FIBA ball so far.
How is it different? How is it an adjustment?
It feels lighter almost, and it gets slippery a lot faster.
Last year they were talking about what you need to do, step up as far as passing goes, and putting more of that into the fold of your game. I mean, you did it before, obviously. What do you want to add to the game, or working on a little extra going into this season?
I mean, let's see.
You do a lot of things well, so.
Thank you. I really didn't get back to myself at the end of last season, so I think getting back to that, like, whether it's scoring, cutting, passing, I also want to get better on defense. I want to be someone that they can really rely on defense. So I think that, but I kind of think, all around, just court vision, being able to do a little bit of everything for everyone.
Now that you're a little older and wiser.
I don't like that.
Are you getting as much grief from the coaching staff? Does that go away as you get older? Like, as far as, like, getting on you?
Does that go away? Oh, no. I feel like I have it pretty easy. I don't get yelled at like other people do. I try to do my job. But I think kind of your expectations get higher as you get older. Where you're a freshman, you get more leeway because he wants you to make mistakes. He wants you to figure it out. But when you're older, like, you know better than to make some of those mistakes. So it's your job also as an upperclassman to help the freshmen. And when they make that mistake, like, you can't make it again. That's it. So I think the expectation just gets higher.
What do you plan to do during that 8-hour plane ride?
Hopefully sleep. I've been taking classes, so I haven't been able to read as much as I've wanted to. So read Netflix, but I don't know if I'll sleep, so probably read Netflix.
What have you guys heard about, of activities that you're going to get to be, doing while, you're over there off the court?
So I've heard we're doing this 2-mile long zip line in Croatia, and I'm really excited about that. Like I said, I've been taking classes, so I haven't really looked at the itinerary. It's all just going to be a complete surprise to me, but I'm very excited about the zip line.
How many countries are in your passport, stamped in your passport?
I think 5 or 6.
It's nice adding to them, huh?
Yes. I'm glad it's places I've never been. I'm super excited to just see everywhere. Like, I want to travel, so I love this.
All of you have been through something. You paid a lot of injuries. How much has that helped, with Jana, kind of comforting her? I mean, I guess if there's a silver lining that there's a lot of you who've been through it before. What kind of things have you said to her about, sticking through it and trying not to get too low?
I haven't talked too much to her about it just because it's a lot to take in. I don't want to overbear her, but I think it's got to be nice and kind of inspiring in a sense, knowing that almost everyone on this team has been through something. And I mean, we've been through all levels of injuries, so kind of seeing that all of us can get through this, we've done it before, it's not the first time, so she's gonna have no issues. She's super tough, she's gonna be back in no time. And I think it's also good to see, she was here when Paige and I were going through their rehab, so she saw every day for half a year how hard it is, but they stuck through it, they went through it, and look at them now, they're both back on the court. So I think that's got to be super inspiring for her to see. And
Azzi, what's the mentality been like in practice, getting to kind of go up and down for the first time with everyone and welcoming all the freshmen and this kind of really starts the whole grind that ends in March. What has it been like so far?
It's been good. It's been different. It feels like a very different team, even though it's just a few different pieces, but it's been a lot of fun just to get everyone's different personalities, and everyone plays a different way, so kind of blending that all together to get our new team chemistry, our new team basketball going. So it's been a lot of fun just to see getting to play with the different freshmen and getting to build off each other.
And being back at Steph Curry's camp and, you know, being a coach there, what was that, you know, experience like for you?
It's always great. I mean, I learned so much. I'm a coach there, and I learned so much there just from Steph, even from the girls, from the other coaches. Like, he brings in so many of his resources that's my favorite part of going. I mean, I thought about participating, but then I was like, I can't get hurt, not worth it. But it's just a lot of fun to get to learn so many different things from people, and then also get to see like the next group of kids coming up. So get to see and meet some of them.
What were the, you know, biggest things you learned there this year?
I think just always seeing Steph work out, like his attention to detail, his discipline, and all those aspects. His workouts are incredible, seeing him work. So it's just like, it's inspiring to see like how I want to be when I work out and how I want to be when I play as well.
What was the age group that you were working with?
High schoolers.
Think you taught Steph anything?
Probably not.
How are you feeling just health-wise yourself?
I'm feeling really good. Got a little cold going on. But other than that, I'm feeling great, and I'm super excited to be back here practicing and going over to play soon.
When you were talking a little bit about the freshmen and whatnot, when you're a freshman, I'm sure you want to come in and make an impression and have everyone. Who has impressed you, and who you're like, all right, kid, that you know, and who's really stood out for you?
I mean, all of them have stood out for different reasons. So that's why I think it's just been so fun to just see like that new, fresh energy around here in this building. Like she has so much energy, I can't even describe it. But like defensively, like she's everywhere, and even like she wants to push it, go fast, just like we want to do. But defensively, she's everywhere. Cadence never misses a shot. You can always count on her. And then Ashton is just also very disciplined and does all the little things right. So it's just been really fun to have their energy, kind of like just that new energy that we need.
I think KK's up next. Is there anything you've been afraid to ask her that you want us to ask her?
Afraid to? No, of course not. She's like an open book, but she loves to dance. Ask her to dance for you.
Okay.
Does that kind of challenge you too? Like they have that energy, so like you of course you would have that energy, but like is it like a little challenge for you guys too to
kinda keep
match
up.
their like youthful enthusiasm?
In a sense, yeah. I mean, I feel like KK has it the most. I'm like, how is this girl still going? But I feel like in practice we do a good job of matching each other's energy.